And welcome back to Noon Edition. Jerry Pitts is our guest today, and you kind of want to dive into the realm of the juveniles out there who are kind of running a little reckless, getting themselves into trouble, and that's not the best case for them because now they're looking at stiffer penalties than what we used to see.
Well, what the primary gist of Senate Bill 179 is to give youthful offenders, not rehabilitation, tapping them on the hands like they used to, and then send you back home. They're giving you now punishment. They're trying to institute real punishment, and that's what Senate Bill 179 does. For example, what happens is for youthful offenders who are 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, they can be committed to Department of Youth Services for part of their sentence, and then what they call blending, they can be then forwarded to the adult courts, especially those youth offenders who have a weapon, who utilize a weapon in any fashion. For example, just brandishing a gun, if you are a juvenile, gets you an automatic year somewhere as a serious youth offender or mandatory if you're the 15, 16, 17, 18. This is getting way away from the idea of trying to rehabilitate the youthful offender so that they don't offend anymore. It's not working that way anymore. The laws here in Ohio now indicate we're going to punish you. We're going to punish you as if you were adult. So you're going to get some kind of adult consequences. So youthful offenders cannot say anymore like, God, if I do this, they're just going to tap my hand. They might put me back in the children's shelter for a few days, or they might, at worst, send me to the Department of Youth Services. That's not going to work anymore. You're going to end up getting adult type of consequences. Can you imagine being a young offender and ultimately end up with the adult offenders? You're going to be a lamb out for slaughter. And a lot of these parents need to understand that so that they can be fully aware of the consequences of dealing with their children. And I mean, the consequences for them being out past curfew is somewhat parents should be aware of, because that can give them a consequence as well. Just almost as if the child didn't go to school, that they could put the parent in jail for a certain amount of days. I think eventually the laws are going to get to the point they're going to say, if you can't watch your kids, we're going to treat you as a co-defendant with your kid, and you can get consequences as well.
Yeah, so
I'm believing that's going to come.
Yeah, a lot of parents had better start paying attention because they could find themselves paying the price for little Johnny's mistake.
And look how many offenses these youths have committed just here in Lima this summer. There's no other choice. You're going to have to get a handle on it, and parents are going to have to become really, really responsible for the act of their children.
All right. Well, we thank you for your time today. Always a great topic to discuss, and hopefully there is a juvenile out there watching that has maybe had one or two little scrapes, and they're paying attention, and they now realize they could be finding themselves walking a very thin line here very quickly. All right. Thank you so much, Jerry. Don't go away. Medical news is coming up next on Noon Edition.